Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel, and today this is my email address. You will never know what it is. Cities Skylines 2. So the reason why that music's quite loud, isn't it? The reasons why I'm doing this is this obviously came out a little while ago now, and when it launched, it was broken. So I'm going to show you how it is now, 2025. I believe that's where we are. We're not going to play it on easy, because who does? We're going to play it properly, and I would always suggest you should play it properly. If you struggle, go to easy, but just play it normally. Doesn't matter what you choose here. Anything. Could choose San Francisco if you like. Now, I do have a few mods installed. In fact, I have loads, but it doesn't make any difference. This is the same as if it was the normal Northern Hemisphere. Where do we want to be? European, look. European. A European. Right, we'll start at Lakeland, who cares? Obviously, all these things make a difference. You know what all this stuff means. Let's just go. We'll call it Hutton Game Mode Normal. Yeah. I always have left-hand traffic on because that's who I am. And natural disasters. Everything else I leave off. I take the tutorials off as well. Now, I would suggest that taking the tutorials off isn't a bad thing. Let's just randomize this. Prospect Park, Leechburg. Excellent. Perfect. Start again. Now, the game is much more accessible now than you probably think it is. It is... Right, we're in already. So this is interesting. The game A starts and it's already paused, okay? Which is brilliant. Let's just change the radio. Who've we got? We want non-stop dance, smooth beat. What do I want? I don't know what that is. Well, we'll leave it on there. Anyway, if it gets in the way, I'm going to change it. So this is just the game out of the box. This is what we can see. It's so much more like you can zoom so far out. I mean, geez, there's not much area we can build on there. I'm just looking at that. Anyway, so previously, when we used to play Cities Skylines 1, the first thing you would have to do is put down a road, etc., to open up all the roads. All that nonsense is gone. But the basics of the game are the same. This over here is telling us that that is not connected. Can I click on it? I should be able to click on it. Birch. That's a tree. I'd like to click on this, please. Power line, not connected. Now this is a big power line, heavy cables. So we could bring in our power directly from this. And as soon as we connect it to a building, all of the roads now have power and... well, this doesn't, because this is where you come in, but oh, it's not going to show us. Maybe if I did this, it would. Maybe if I did the right thing. So you can see the electricity lines now come in and they come across all the roads, so you don't have to have power lines coming everywhere. Same thing with the water. You have water pipes and sewage pipes already on here. This is groundwater. So straight away, the game is quite a lot easier straight off the bat. Now, as soon as we let things move, obviously the time cycle will start, everything will go, and our requirements will start coming up. Now, essentially, we're going to need everything, so we might as well pause the game again and work out where we're going to put our first bit of power. Now, there are a couple of rules that you should just remind yourself with when playing the game. Is don't be afraid. So many people, and I used to be one of them, spent so long on this early stage trying to make the perfect city. This is a tiny area in what will be a massive city, and the majority... Okay, wait a minute. All right, hold on. Hold the goddamn horses there. That's just too much. Nope. Get down. I can't have it there. I'll have it there. Thank you. Gee whiz. That's much better. So, the I used to spend ages just... I love how the fidelity of the zoom works. You really can... Look how slowly we're moving around. The tree got in the way there. Airplane. Look, there it is. It's going to Truxton. It's carrying 4.7 tons of chickens. All right. So don't worry too much about this starting zone. I used to like, oh, where am I going to put my power? Where am I going to do? Obviously, we have to do that. So power first. Let's go. We have 0 electricity. We don't actually need any at the minute, but all of these info panels are super duper. There's lots to do here. So your main question is, are you going to put wind power in, or we could put a transformer station in here. I could put it there and it would take this power from outside, and then we would be paying for all this trade coming in, and this would import would be over here, and it would cost us a lot. I don't recommend doing that. It costs a lot of money. Now let's just see, how much can we get? There's not much wind. Not much wind.
This is Second Moon with J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Before we dive into our next selection,
J. Thomas Hornbuckle. So let's just stick a coal plant down. Now, we're not going to use...
For our newer, less able listeners, first,
all right, hold on.
We'll be dancing through the al dente section before entering the slower...
That's better. So, we're not going to be worried about this groundwater, because it is going to... We're going to get our water from the water. I mean, why wouldn't you? So we can build over all of this. We can pollute it. We can do what we want. So let's just work out. We're going to put our... Oh, I like this tune. Nice, funky. We're just going to stick our power up here by the... Actually, sod it. Let's put it far away. So we're just going to whack it up here, okay? Now you can turn it around with right mouse button. You can see where the road is. You see that little symbol at the front? Now it's on the diagonal there. Now it's on the side. That's where the road wants to be. Keep right mouse button around. We're just going to stick this here. Power station right next to the... Doesn't sound right. So we're just going to hide the power station about there. Okay, so the power's in. And then we'll just quickly connect it up. I would rather have like an industrial road, but we'll just use little roads now, just for the time being. Now when it pops there, you see that line? That means the road is going to connect. So we can just click it, head down, and we'll just pop there. Beautiful. Beep. Done. Now as you can see, every time you build a road, it automatically allows you to have zones. Now so what is this saying? It's saying it needs power and it needs water. So we don't have any water coming in yet. It'll make its own power so that we don't have to worry about that. Now, at this point, I would be like, I need to utilize all this space. I need to do all it. You don't worry about it. Just don't frigging care about it. Just put some stuff in and come across. Let's just make a little like industrial zone here. Let's go down there to about there. Go across. There you go. So we got a little industrial zone there. Well, yeah, look, why don't we bring it back? In fact, let's curve the road, and we'll do a little cool thing here. Just try and make as much space as possible. I like this tune. I'm digging it. I kind of don't like where that's coming in. I kind of want it to go there. Pop. Now, what we've made is just a load of like weird zones. Now, I've watched people play the game, and they kind of make these 2x5s or whatever. They move all the roads around. Don't get into that if you want when you're ready, but don't friggin' worry about it now. Let's just plop in some industrial. We're on the paint tool. So industrial. Everything near the power plant is gotta be industrial, because nobody wants to live near a power plant. Bush, bashty, boom. All done. And if you want to get rid of those, you just right click it. That's how you get rid. Okay, that is that's industrial done. Let's put a little commercial buffer in. So there. Little petrol station there. Why not? And then we'll just make all of this residential. Again, these are going to be scabby houses. Nobody wants to live here. But that's it. That's your first area done. You can see people immediately start moving in, right? But we haven't yet sorted out our water, so that's the next thing. We've got power, that's ready. We click on the power plant if we can. Can I? Why can't I? Is it paused? Why can't I click on the power plant? Oh, you got to click that? Right, blimey, alright. So, electric cable not connected, power line not collected. Yep, fine. It's going to start making power, so I'm not worried about that. Tells you how much it's going to cost, how much pollution, all these things, okay? So, this is saying it's got no sewage, it's got no water, so we need to put the water in. Now, we can either get water from a water tower like that, or we can do a groundwater pumping. So this is going to take the water from the ground, but it will run out, you know. This is all going to get polluted, so we're not going to do that. However, we live next to a lake.
What up, kids?
Why?
Nan coming at you, spinning some vinyl. Keep it where it's at.
Why do all of the radio stations have DJs? I suppose they should do. Right, so we're going to want a water pumping station. Now, what we're going to do is watch the arrows. The arrows are going that way. So the tide is going that way. That's the way that the water's going to flow. This is going to go that way. And we want this to be fairly close. So let's stick our water pumping station here. Actually, let's just put it here. It does need a road, it says. So we're going to have a little bit of access here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it here. People are going to love living next to this water pumping station. And then we need the sewage. So here's the sewage. And we want this to be flowing away from us. So let's just stick the sewage up here by the horrible industrial zone. We're going to pollute the water. There we go. Now you'll see the sewage pipe doesn't need a road. You don't need to connect that up. Look how cool it is. I mean, it's not that cool, but it does have a door. So, yeah. We need to connect it up to the piping network. So we need water only, sewage only, both. Let's have both. It doesn't need both, but... And then we're just going to click it right onto there. Bang. Now that should have connected everybody up. So if we unpause... hold on. So what this is saying is what we're doing here at the power station... It's saying the power line is not connected to the network, but this is the network, so that's fine. But what needs to happen is this little low powered cable needs to come and join the thing. So we will get a little electric cable from here, and we just want it to go green. There you go, green, pop, and we'll just stick it there. In fact, let's stick it there. Pop. Oh no, we can't. Put it there. Beep. Now that should get everybody up and running. These guys getting water? No, because we haven't connected the water up, so you can't make any power because we haven't connected the water up like an idiot. So, again, don't worry about any of this stuff. It's just let it happen, man. Let it happen. Okay, so we're done. Let it go. Diesel should disappear. Bosh. This should start making power, I hope. Oh, no, the road needs to come over a little bit. Well. Oh, hold on, we're still on curved. Don't worry, you can't make any mistakes other than all the mistakes you can make. Right, that's done. Oh my god, I hope I don't have to connect this. Surely this should just start making power. This water pipe is connected to the network. Why is it saying that? Okay, so let's try and work this out. Let's bulldoze this. And then we'll just connect a sewage pipe here to here. Beautiful. That got itself a little bit confuddled, didn't it? But we don't worry about that so much. Right, so now it is saying we do need to connect this big boy to the other big boy, which I'm not really happy about doing, but apparently we need to. So we're going to have to put in big power lines. So I really should have built this here. Actually, I wonder if I can move it. Let's see. Can we move it? Can we move it? Relocate. Oh my god. Look at that. I don't think we really want to put it there. It's not looking good for me. No, none of that is good. We're gonna leave that. So what we are gonna do is just get this thing, and we're gonna go. Wow! Look how it's costing us $2,000. So annoying. Bank. Right, done. So we've had to do that, which is grim, but it's okay. Now this also needs a road, so let's just make a little road for it. Boop. It's still saying the sewer pipe is not connected, but I mean, look, it clearly is. You've got to be careful with these pipes. They're tricksy. They're very tricksy. Let's get rid of that and that. And let's do it again. I don't think it wants. I think it just wants water. What is that doing there? Look. I think that's the actual connection to the road. There we go. How is it not getting any electricity? Oh, now it's getting electricity. How is it not connected? Do you know what? I think I'm just going to delete them. It's now connected through the road anyway, so I don't think we need to worry about it. Yeah, I think we're alright. Alright, now we're moving. Now it's saying we need a lot more commercial zones. So let's just look at our zoning. The commercial zones are here. And it definitely wants a lot more. So let's just build a little bit. Has this been built yet? I'm sorry, my buddy. But you are getting doomed. Doomed to fail. See, this is ugly. This is ugly. However, oh no, I'm building like stupid road as well. Now there should be an upgrade tool now that I need. Yeah, replace. Cool. So what we're just saying is we're changing this crappy road to this road. Pop! Pop! Yay! Cool. So let's just put a little bit more blue in. Do they need more? Watch this come down. See how well we're doing. Well, they still need lots more. Interesting. Let's get some curvy, worvy roads on the go then. Hey, look at that tiny village. Now when you get to this point, you can look at the progression panel. You probably won't see these signature buildings coming up, but I love a UK petrol station. That's fantastic. And a pub. There's 3 or 4 pubs that pop up. Now you can start getting a loan. You get 1 point in here to open up various different things. Not going to talk about this too much because you don't need it right now. So it's still saying we need low density. That's now opened. Medium density. And we still need a load of Now, this is going to be a curvy road. Wow. Don't worry about your roads, whether they're like anything. Just play around. Let's go like that. Wow. You got to make that noise though. I'm going to come here to about there. Wow. Now with this road, this is going to be a cool little place. I'm going to make it a cul-de-sac with a little tree in the middle. Boop. Look at that. Orchard Street. That's beautiful, man. So we need low density and high density. So let's go back into our zoning. We're going to pause the game. When you're doing this, it's always nice to pause. So this is low, low, low. That's medium density. I'm going to put some of the low density terraced houses. These will be cool. So let's put them there. These will look like Coronation Street. And then let's do some of the semi-detached. Yeah. So we'll put some semis in here. Then we'll put some of the kind of European stuff. And then we'll just put some normal European stuff in here. In fact, we'll fill it all up. And then we're going to make that into a little shop. And that and that. And these here. So you want to kind of spread out what you got going on. Just notice that that one didn't fill out. What is this? What did we actually put in here? I think we said it was the terrace, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. I do love the way it all sort of just comes in. Now it's still saying we want way more commercial, which seems to be wanting a lot of commercial very quickly. Right, we're still on curve, so we put one line there and then we'll come around. Right, let's come up to about here. Then we'll put one line there, we'll come around, and we'll put one line there and we'll come around like a big teardrop. My God. Look at that. It's horrendous. Nobody would ever have that. So we're just going to commercialize some of this stuff. This is going to be like a big shopping area. So we're watching that commercial come down now. Shut up, Oscar Goodman. Now obviously you need commercial places for people to buy things and also for people to work. So that's come right down. So we're easy now. So we may as well just zone out some of these things. Let's make some big houses up here. These would be big houses.
This is Nan, hip hop gran. You listening to the
Who?
smooth beat.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
Does it?
And you know what that means, folks.
Right.
It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Ooh.
Well,
Now
no.
look, just look how cool it looks.
We're selling it, and
Look at everybody with their greenhouses.
That's right. You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming.
So these you should listen to these radio things because they are giving you.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently
They're giving you
that's not
some
all
kind of
good
clue
news.
as to what's
We're
happening.
joined today by an expert
Now, we've also opened up
Nut Butter.
Welcome, Professor.
garbage management
So a
and
housing
healthcare.
shortage
So we
is
need to sort
bad
this
for
out.
the people trying to move here, right?
Now currently,
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward
What are these?
structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For
Why can't I grab that? I
example,
wanna-
consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes,
Where's
in
the-
the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its
something's not
effect
quite
on
working
the human
properly.
Thank
You
you,
should just be able to
Professor.
click
It's a
on
question
anything.
of
Oh, it's because I've got that on. Jesus, I was like, why is it all so weird looking? It's because I had it set to underground. That's why it looks so odd. Oh my god. Well, that looks much nicer. Yeah, cool. Check it out. Alright, come on, like, hold on. We need to put a garage in here. There is kind of a garage in, but there is a special garage that I want. Where's the buildings? Here. UK garage. Yes! Small petrol station. No, I don't want it there. Nope, not going there. I might put it here. I don't like to get rid of the shops. Where am I going to put the petrol station? Okay, well, I'll put it there. We don't need a petrol station. Go away. Now, what we do need is a hospital. So let's just put in a medical practice, clinic, medical, and we need a cemetery as well. And you want this in the middle of your peeps, really. And that's not been used, so we're just going to put that there. Then we can, boop. Now, just to keep I just need to unzone those now, just so nothing gets built either side. So we've now got a medical practice, which is cool. Tells you what it's doing. You've got a load of different upgrades you can do. Tells you here. Ward extension, ambulance station. Well, the other thing we need to do is put in the cemetery. Cemetery and a parish church. Ooh, that has a little cemetery with it. Oh, look how cool. We have these everywhere here in Britain. Where are we going to put it? Let's just put it there. No, it's killing these houses. Little church. Put the church in. Boop. Everybody likes the church. Not sure if that's true, but anyway, it's there, and it does have a certain amount of space for dead people. Just looks cool, doesn't it? That is so typically British. Oh, I love it. That's cool. Very nice. Right, so we've got death in, and we can have an extension to the graveyard and an extension to the graveyard. Hey, that's pretty cool. But we don't need it yet, so we don't worry. So the other thing is we need to do the landfill. So we need to put in where the garbage is going to get taken from. Let's just say you want it as far away from people as possible, frankly. Now, whilst we're here, why not? Go down into this button. We're going to open. So this is the buildable area. We'll be able to open all of these tiles, which is humongous. So we're just going to open this one. Beep. Brilliant. Now we've got it. And then we can come out of that. And we're back to where we were. Now what I want to do is put the landfill in there. That sounds good to me. Again, not really by the... I'm just going to put it about there. Actually, I'm going to put it about there. Pop! Hey, that's my alarm telling me that's the 30-minute video, which is way more than what we wanted. Okay, so let's just quickly join this boy to here. Boop. Pop. Right, put straight roads. We've got to have road access because obviously all of the trucks have got to come off this. Put it into about there. Do the same here. Slope too high. What the frick? Boop. Oh, it is on a slope. Look at that. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, we can deal with it. We can deal with it. We can deal with anything. Just by doing that. Beautiful. Now, what we need to do is sort our landfill out, which is... I'm not sure what that is. Area. Here we go. So, get the area tool and we can make this landfill a bit bigger. Look. We can go, wow. And you don't want it to be massive to begin with. Let's just put it there, and then we'll drag another one out. Wow. And then we'll drag another one out. There we are, look. You don't have to make that noise, but it helps. I think it helps. Ooh, that doesn't look good. That'll do. Right, now we've made a massive landfill, 681 tons big. That's way more landfill than we need. All right. So we've got everything moving in a city that looks awful, but that's not the point. The point is we're currently losing 5.5 thousand a day. So the last thing you do at this point is you go into your economy taxes and you get into your taxation. If you want to take your loan, you can. I don't try to. And we whack the taxes up. 15. Come on. You're getting taxed, babies. Now, the industrial tax is hardly any. So there's no point putting that up that much. So that's given us a bit more money, but we're still spending more than we are learning. So services, we should be making loads of electricity. Now, how do we sell it? There should be a way of selling it. How do we sell the electricity? Do you know what? Frankly, I don't know. Let's see. Can we even do it? Oh, we are. We're exporting. Excellent. We're exporting already. We're making 18.4 megawatts. We're exporting loads of it. But where? Maybe that's what we're getting taxed on. Is this trade? Total exports. Oh, this is cool. Look, it just shows you. Look, there's a lot going on. All right, there's a lot going on. I'm now just looking at stuff. How cool. I love this part. This is beautiful. This person's house. Look at that. It's like Ramsey Street. I'm expecting to see them playing cricket. But they're not playing cricket. There's nobody here. Is that your car? Private vehicle. Check it out. So, where are the houses that we bought that were meant to look like various different things? So, these ones. Yeah, look at these. Solar panels. No solar panels. Look at this, a big semi-detached house. That looks cool. Now, where are the terraces? Where are the places that are meant to look like Coronation Street? I think it's here. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're not quite. Nah, these are European looking. Europeans. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is a quick, easy start of Cities Skylines 2. The game is so much better than it was. It plays really well. It's great fun. I heartily recommend getting in. Look, we're getting 230 people an hour. We're going to be growing massively. We're still losing too much money though, so you have to worry about that. I am worried about it. We have no demand. It's because we've aced it, ladies and gentlemen. We've aced it. Okay, there you go. If you have any specific questions or... Oh, look at the pollution of the waste already. That beach has been effed. Ugh. That's no good. Eek. Never mind. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? There we go. I love it. It's all going. It's all going on. Obviously, you can speed up time if you want to. Look at that. Where's the church? That's cool. I love that. I've not had a parish church before. That's just so cool. Wonder if you can look at the specific graves. There goes a hearse. Off to get somebody. motorcycle. Whose motorcycle is this? It's a chopper, baby. Lack of labor. We need more people. Well, build the houses. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Leechburg. Look at that. Beautiful. That's just beautiful. And funky. The hell is Truxton? Bloody miles away. My God. Truxton. Truxton. Look at this. What a place to live.